Hey there, welcome to TGM's Legal Nuggets, where knowledge meets inspiration. If you're looking for insightful content that informs, empowers, and transforms, this is the place to be. Don't miss out. Hit the subscribe button now and turn on notifications. Join the community and let us grow together. See you inside. Hello, welcome once again to TGM's Legal Nuggets. We want to okay. Now don't catch us. Now know the way we did now pigeon we take the run here. So we say make we appreciate una for all the support una done they show us. For those way they subscribe to our YouTube channel, those way they follow us on Facebook, on Instagram, our YouTube channel na Soteria TV, our Facebook page na TGM Amiwero Esquire, then Instagram Soteria_TV. So we dey see all una support. If una no dey there, let me see if don't carry us go where we no know. But we appreciate una. We thank una for the support, for the consistency, for the views, the engagements, and everything. So this na TGM Legal Nugget. So today we don't come again with another ogbonge topic wey be say make sense, and this topic now one way be say concern Nigeria, and at the same time concern some communities within Nigeria. So wetin be this topic we want talk about? This topic we want talk about na environmental litigation against oil companies in Nigeria. So make we break that one down, make it not be like saying a big English now we dey speak. We want talk about how to take go court against all those international oil companies where they are some of our communities, where they degrade our communities, that is them they pollute our communities, in terms of oil spillage, in terms of gas flaring, in terms of pipeline leakage, all those oil company where they can carry our crude oil, and then after them carry the crude oil, then go pollute the environment, so that we where dey the community, the local communities there, we no go fit come carry out our means of livelihood again, because the place already dey polluted. So we wan see how we go fit take undergo this process. Then we go still consider a case study. Then we go take a look at the legal framework wey dey guide this thing, and then we go give some maybe one or two recommendations. And then you now wey dey watch us, the way we dey run am now, you sef go put your comment for the comment section. You understand? That comment section dey very important, because without your opinion, other people no go fit learn from your wealth of experience and expertise. You understand where the matter dey be? No reason am. So now, this topic wey we wan talk about now, make we break am down again. Environmental litigation against oil companies, particularly in Nigeria. Now, wetin this one mean? This one mean say people wey dey the local communities where all these oil companies for dey operate, dem fit decide to say, these oil companies don pollute our land o. Because say they don pollute our land, make we carry them go court. Now, individuals for the community fit do this thing wey I dey talk about. Then the community as a whole fit do this thing, that is, dem fit carry that oil exploration company go court. You understand? Then an organization within the community, or maybe a non-governmental organization, NGO, fit decide to say, okay, we want sue on behalf of the community, we wan carry the community go court. So why they carry this people or the oil companies go court now because say the oil company don't degrade, don't pollute the environment. And how them take pollute them? Number one, pipeline leakage. They no take care of their pipeline well. Oil spillage. The pipelines will be say, they run through the communities. Maybe the thing don't burst, or some people go there go burst down. So the thing can't spill, can't take over can't pollute the sand, the land within that place. And even the water within that place is spill, enter. You understand? Then what about gas flaring? You go just, sometimes when you dey travel, you go just see some place, one long pipe like this, fire go just dey come out. Aside that, all those companies where they do gas exploration and all that, you go just, when you go there, you go just see gas, they come out in the form of, thick hair. You go see them, they come out, you go just take over, they smell everywhere, people no go fit breathe. So when all these things don't happen for the community like this, the community people feel say, okay, we go take the company to court. And when we take the company to court, the reason why we dey take them to court now because say they don't do this thing, then the consequences of what they don't do be say, number one, our people wey dey the community they sick. Them no well because of this act where the oil company don't carry out. Our people they sick. Then we dey farm, we no get land to farm again because crude oil don't take over the whole place. If you plant, e no go grow. Then what about the river? If you go there, all the fish they die. All the animals wey be say them they exist inside the water, all of them you no see them again, them don't die finish. Those wey dey for those river areas, you go see shrimps, you go see crayfish, you go see crabs, you go see oysters, you go see different species of fish. But because of this thing now, over a period of time, all these animals and the different species of fishes and other seafood no go come dey that place again because of this oil exploration. So that one na like the reason wey make them they carry them go court. You understand? Wey make an individual or the community itself or an NGO or an organization to go say, okay, make we carry this company because wetin them they do for the land they good. So as a result of that, the thing don't negatively impact the people wey be say them dey for inside the community. So that is what we want to talk about. Now, for Nigeria, things like this don't happen. Of course, you go agree with me, say yes, things like this don't happen. In fact, for Ogoniland, one community there with them they call Ogale community, where be say their king na His Royal Highness Godwin Bebe Okpabi. Saying carry Shell, Petroleum Development Company go court. In fact, them carry them even go court, the High Court for London. Now there them for carry the matter go court. So that matter don't dey there. Them they say make Shell, because Shell don't pollute all these things we dey talk about, all this pollution for the land we don't talk about now. Shell don't do that thing for over 50 years. They don't pollute the land. Say the place no even dey habitable again for people. People no fit farm, people no fit fish. The domestic lives wey dey there of animals and plants, all of them don't die finish. The place don't dey become a place where be say people no fit stay and farm and get a meaningful means of livelihood again. Then the Shell, them know they carry out their corporate social responsibility. That thing where them supposed to they do normally because say them they work for there, where them supposed to they do for the community, them know they do them. They just neglect those things. Now the king say no, say this thing must stop. I must carry them go court. So now them there for court for UK. Now Shell they talk say this matter where you carry from Nigeria come UK. So you not sure say now the court wey dey for Nigeria now supposed to hear this matter. And furthermore, our company wey dey for Nigeria, now our subsidiary, the one wey dey for UK here, now be the parent body. So at the end of the day, you no sure say na the subsidiary na you suppose to hold, and na the court wey be say e dey for Nigeria na you suppose to take bring this matter. Say this UK court no get, the power, no get the jurisdiction. You no be here you suppose carry am come. The court no suppose hear this thing. So Shell don carry big lawyers to represent them and then to protect them because dem no wan pay, the compensation. The community through their king dey say the justice system wey dey for Nigeria say too slow, and furthermore the parent company, based on say na im send this subsidiary come Nigeria, is supposed to be held liable for the damages and the pollution, the degradation wey dey go on for inside the community. So as I dey talk to you now, that struggle still dey go on, between the community and Shell. So this thing na something wey be say aside Ogoniland, other communities for Niger Delta too dey suffer this thing. Some oil communities for Niger Delta, particularly Delta State, like that Omadino and then Ugborodo for Delta State. All those places na place wey be say Chevron and some other companies still dey do their exploration and the rest. So these communities too, sometimes dem dey suffer all this environmental pollution, and the company needs to be held liable for this thing wey be say dem dey do, because at the end of the day na the people wey dey there na im go come suffer if at the end of the day the entire environment don dey polluted. Na the people wey dey stay for there, na dem go suffer. So these communities need to wake up to their corporate social responsibilities, to try to make sure say the life of the people wey dey there dey comfortable, and international best practices dem follow am to take make sure say the life of the people wey dey there no dey endangered. You understand? So then we know say sometimes individuals too dey contribute for this thing. For example, I think there is a community in Delta State, was it not Jesse also, if I'm not mistaken, wey be say oil spillage happen, people come dey go scoop petroleum products. Before you know, fire ignites, burn almost half of the community, roast people and turn them to roasted chicken. So that was like a very, should I say, dastardly act. So some people for the community too, they contribute to these things. Then they go bust oil pipelines so that them go feed the scoop, and after they don't vandalize, so that they go fit carry the crude oil, go they sell them for their own personal use, wey no good. So when them do something like that too, them go still expose the environment, to pollution, to degradation. So not be only the oil companies, not be only them they do these things. So now this issue where we dey talk about now, wetin be the law wey dey regulate such things for Nigeria? Not only for Nigeria, or internationally too, we still get we get laws wey be say dey regulate all these kind things. So now, what are some of the law? For example, now for Nigeria, we get the Petroleum Industry Act. That Petroleum Industry Act just came into force, I think in 2021 or thereabout, if I'm not mistaken. That one dey there, where they protect the communities, the local communities, and also, the people where they stay for the community, and also protect the exploration companies too. So the thing goes try to create a balance. But the people where they there, where they suffer the thing, and then the Nigerian government, that Petroleum Industry Act, protect them, so that they go fit effectively regulate within those oil companies they do. Then again, what of the Constitution? The Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria 1999, as amended too, don't really give the power to the government and the state to protect the citizens of the state. Section 20 particularly give the government that responsibility to protect the people. You must protect the environment, you must protect the wildlife, you must protect the water body, you must protect the air, you must protect the land within the territorial confines of your country or of that particular state. So that one dey there too as a law wey be say dey regulate and dey guide, environmental protection. Then again, what about the NOSDRA Act? The NOSDRA Act, National Oil Spill Detection and Response Agency Act. This one na the body, NOSDRA na the body wey be say in fact, when something happen like that, there's an oil spill or pipeline leakage and so on and so forth, now them supposed to respond to the emergency situation and then try to do an assessment of the situation and then make a report of wetin don happen for that particular locality. But again, the act is there, but we don't really know whether that agency, whether them really they work like that. But anyways, we go talk about that one later. Then another one, now the Environmental Impact Assessment Act. The Environmental Impact Assessment. In fact, when you want do any major business where you know say it go affect the land, where you go use land do, whether na oil exploration, whether na construction, na factories, manufacturing companies and all that, wey be say go impact the environment one way or the other, and the living bodies wey dey for that environment, you need to do an environmental impact assessment so that you go know the level of risk wey that your whatsoever wey you want do for there go bring to the environment and the animals, the livestock, the water body, the people and the living organisms wey be say them dey for that environment. You need to do an environmental impact assessment, EIA. So that one still dey there. What about human rights? International human rights laws to still protect. If for example say the international body come together, come discuss an issue, then come discuss and say citizens of each country get right to certain things. For example, say they get right to life, say they get right to liberty, association say them get right to clean and healthy environment and so on and so forth. Them come hold that meeting, everybody come sign them, the thing come become law. You understand? Each of these countries wey be say sign the thing supposed to domesticate them. They supposed bring and come their country, come sign them into law for their country so that the thing go come dey enforce for their own country. So when they don't sign them for their own country, it means that they don't domesticate them and automatically it becomes a law, for that country. So now that is the United Nations guiding principles on business and human rights. They there as one of the laws wey be say they regulate on the international level now. So that's a particular law dey there. Then the African Charter on Human and People's Rights, that one dey there too as as a law on the international scene wey be say they regulate environmental degradation, pollution and so on and so forth. Now if we come say okay, make we go back to this His Royal Highness Godwin Okpabi Bebe suit wey him bring on behalf of him community and all that. So I wan ask una a question at this point in time, based on say the community dey for Nigeria here. You understand? Una sure say the man, His Royal Highness, that king, with all due respect, suppose carry that action from Nigeria go UK? Una no think say na Nigeria here na him supposed to institute that action? And aside that, una think say na environmental litigation na im go bring or provide the best solution. So that one come bring to my mind now another body of laws wey be say dey take care of such things like that. For example, now we get the Mediation and Arbitration Act in Nigeria that was just passed into law, I think in either 2022 or 2023, and is currently in force in Nigeria now. So wetin I dey try talk now be say, aside environmental litigation, other steps wey be say parties or communities fit take with oil exploration companies for inside their locality, you understand, can be by way of alternative dispute resolution. That is, instead of say, okay, make we just run go court, why we not try to see whether we fit sit down with these companies to try to dialogue through either mediation or through arbitration first, before we say, okay, eventually, if all those ones no work, make we go court. However, those wey dey subject themselves to arbitration, most often than not, most times, so mostly, let me put it that way, arbitration dey usually dey final, and you no even fit appeal am. So those are some of the ways some of the legal frameworks wey be say communities, individuals, or organizations fit take use, you understand, to take profile solution to environmental degradation. Now, why e be say communities need to do environmental litigation? Why una feel say e dey necessary? Number one, the local people wey dey that place, na dem dey suffer. So if at the end of the day say the court come find in favor of the community or the individual or the organization wey bring that action on behalf of the community, then it means say the court don give the community justice. The court don give the community justice, because all those issues wey we talk about, oil spillage, pipeline leakage, gas flaring, wey go come automatically transform to loss of jobs, wey go automatically transform to killing of the living organisms wey dey that environment, loss of means of livelihood, and so on and so forth, rendering the water there for that community undrinkable. You understand? The community now go come dey get justice. The company go compensate them, and at the same time, dem go come do a total cleanup of that environment, of that local community. At the same time too, na disadvantage for the company too, because the company, if the court find in favor of the community, it means say other communities wey those companies for dey do those things now go come begin dey bring action against that company to hold them liable. But that thing dey very good, because at the end of the day, you go come see say those companies now go dey very careful with their exploration. So when dem dey carry out those their exploration activities, they try to mine the crude and every other thing wey dem dey do, dem go dey very careful to protect the environment. Dem go try to enforce their corporate social responsibilities. Dem go take accountability and responsibility for their action, because dem know say if dem do bad, the court go actually hold them responsible. So if dem don get that consciousness already, any action wey be say dem wan take, dem go dey very, very careful to take that action, so that at the end of the day, dem no go pay compensation. You know say when dem pay compensation, particularly to communities, the compensation dey very, very large, not to talk about the money wey be say they themselves go put to take clean up the environment. You understand? So these are some of the issues. So now it is important, very, very important, for communities, particularly those ones wey be say those oil companies for the work and function, to begin to look down and consider this body of law to see whether those oil companies dey actually keep up with their own end of the bargain. If those oil companies no dey do those things wey be say dem suppose to do, then environmental litigation would then be a very plausible option for those communities, so that at the end of the day dem go fit get justice. But again, these things no dey come without challenges, right? There are usually challenges. Now, what are the challenges? Most of these oil companies, dem get money, dem get political influence, dem get economic influence. So if you don go court and court don give you judgment, maybe court give you judgment for high court, you go come dey move from the high court, you go court of appeal before you come go supreme court, many years don pass. And because say dem get political influence and economic influence, dem go use that influence in such a way to affect the government to take decisions wey go favour dem. And at the same time, that decision now go dey detrimental. That is, na the bad side, the negative side of that decision now the community go come dey face, which is not good. You understand? And litigation too, dey take long period of time. So before you go pass through the legal process, come out, time don go. You understand? Many people go don die, many people go don suffer, So those na some of the challenges wey be say dey come, with this environmental litigation. However, it is a good option because once the court don hold a particular decision, except overturned by a court wey get higher authority, that decision becomes binding and enforceable on the oil companies. So those companies wey be say dey within the Niger Delta region, wey be say dem dey do oil exploration, local communities need to begin to look down. They need to begin to know their right and begin to know what actions dem supposed to dey take with respect to all these things wey dey happen. So well, now when we don talk all these many things, we don try to enlighten us on some of these issue, although say the thing no dey exhaustive. So the reason why e no dey exhaustive na because so that you wey dey watch go fit put your input, give us more insight. So how you go take do that one? Make you put am for the comment section, make you write am there, make people for learn from your wealth of experience and your knowledge. Give us a perspective, your own perspective to these issues, so that people go learn from you. No forget to also subscribe to our YouTube channel, Soteria TV. Follow us on Facebook, TJM Amiwere Esquire, and then also follow us on Instagram, Soteria_TV. In fact, you will see our videos there. So all these things wey don happen now, you think say that king for Ogoniland, you think say him dey actually take the right step? You think say him don follow the right channel? Una feel say him go get judgment at the end of the day wey go favour am? Una think say na Nigeria here na him suppose to do am, or e better as him carry am go the UK? Wetin una talk? Wetin una feel say all these oil companies dey do for Nigeria, the Niger Delta, wey be say e no good, wey dem suppose to correct? So make una put am for the comment section. I go like to see una comment, make una engage with us. We appreciate una. We go see una again for the next video. Thank you for being there, and bye bye.